I wanted to take time to explain this photo because this actually means something. That's obviously Uncle Harley, and that's my Grandpa Ed. And that's Aaron Lee Cummings, the founder of Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, my cousin. That's my Grandpa Charles Sanders above my head there. That's his brother, my Uncle James Wilbur Sanders, next to my head there. And that's my great-great-grandfather, Clarence Sanders, the Colonel's brother. There's another generation before me, my father and uncle, but my phone doesn't have a lot of storage, and the app kept crashing, so I couldn't add them in there. I was able to get this photo made, though. And this is the Sanders generation, the family, the legacy of Colonel Sanders. If it wasn't for Uncle Harley, most of what these guys did wouldn't have happened. My grandfather developed his own chicken recipe. Cousin Lee developed his own chicken recipe and opened a restaurant, along with a couple other restaurants. Grandpa Charles was going to take over the business and work with Uncle Harley, but they couldn't agree on a location, so he quit and he went to be a barber. Uncle Jim up there, he was a brand ambassador for KFC before they fired him, and a franchise owner in Columbus, Indiana. I used to say his franchise was in Seymour, Indiana, but it was Columbus. He lived in Seymour. And Grandpa Clarence was a barber. I put them all behind me in this because this is the legacy of Colonel Sanders, not that crap KFC has been pushing. With the exception of Lee's last name being Cummings, the rest of these guys are all Sanders. Clarence was responsible for Charles and James, and Charles was responsible for him. He was responsible for my father and uncle, and my father was responsible for me. And that's the Sanders lineage, of the last name. I thought the photo was kind of cool. I tagged KFC in it. I know they don't care about anything that I have to say or my family, and I've talked trash about them constantly, and everything I say is true and can be backed up by the complaints online and historical documents. But I'm hoping that somebody in corporate has a change of heart and starts making changes for the better, going back to their roots on how it used to be ran. Because when Uncle Harley ran it and my family was involved, there was respect. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken today, my family is involved with franchises, not the ownership of the company, but franchises. And it's still respected today. The company respects the family respects the company holds the same values as the family, and that's why they are respected today. But yeah, this is the true legacy of Colonel Sanders. All these guys led down to me. And yes, Uncle Harley had grandchildren, Lee has grandchildren, Lee still has a daughter alive today, and the legacy leads down to them as well. I'm not taking credit making it only my legacy. This is my entire family legacy.